Well, hi folks, 1st of March, look at that thing in the sky, unbelievable. I think I might have just blown my camera up doing that. Anyway, just give you a quick tour of the whole plot now, just to show you what's going on. So not much going on. I'm starting to knock my ground up. It's actually not rained here for 2 weeks, which is absolutely unbelievable. So it's drying out really nicely. And I'm just breaking it down with a tiller again, just getting it finer and finer. Another 3 or 4 weeks of that and it should be a nice tilth. Actually got some garlic in. I planted 3 rows of garlic. There's a few up there that I planted in pots earlier on that are already through, obviously. Not much growing, a few little weedy garlics, not garlics, a few weedy leeks still. Just starting to till this ground. I'm going to grow my potatoes in this bit next year. Lovely hot sunny day, but like you can see it's been really cold, but it's fantastic weather, all frozen still. Polytunnel's all been tilled and manure added and rotivated in and everything. I'm just covering it up now for a month until I get my onions in, just to keep the moisture in. I've just planted some potatoes in pots, just a few rocket for an early crop. They should be through in about a couple of weeks, and hopefully I get some potatoes in as little time as like 10 weeks, so middle of May with any luck. These are where I'm growing some carrots in, some long carrots inside for a change this year, because the weather was so terrible outside they didn't do any good. So, and I'm still growing all my stump carrots for exhibition inside, because they're just amazingly, they were easy, absolutely idiot proof, just plonk them in and off they went. So I'm hoping I get the same results with the long carrots. So like I say, it's a bit of a mess in here, it's all just been sorted out and covered up with plastic. I'll have a look outside, same thing, not much going on, just digging things over. Looks a bit of a tip, like I said. Got a few flowers coming up, a few irises in my little flower bed. I made this monstrosity of a construction. It's where I'm growing my parsnips and my other carrots outside. But it's so windy here, because we're at such a high sort of altitude, if you will, about 600 or 700 feet, that to get such strong winds, I thought I'm going to grow some inside something that's not going to get any wind. So it's polycarbonate, just to totally keep the wind off, and some netting at the bottom just to let a bit of ventilation through so they don't fry. There's no roof on it or anything. Anyway, I cored me, I'm just sticking it over the top, don't know whether you see, I cored me barrels out for my parsnips, so they'll be ready to plant in a couple of weeks. Now what else have we got? My little pond, just unfrozen now, there's a few frogs about, so should be spawning soon. And then I'll go over into my other raised bed bits, with all the pallets down from last year, because it was so boggy I needed something to keep me out of the water basically. So they're a good idea, cheap, and a good idea. Got them off my mate. Like I say, I've just same with this, I've just been breaking this soil down slowly, trying to get it into a good condition. Planted a few more garlics here in a different bit. And this was my purple sprouting broccoli, which was doing amazingly well, as you can see, one of them. Starting to get some nice heads, until the mice decided they'd find it and absolutely decimated it. They just ate all the tops off right down, and I've just left with one, which is a bit depressing, but there you go. This is my other long bed. This is where I grow my giant marrows. I'm going to grow one at each end and let them sort of meet in the middle, so they've got like 20 foot of length to grow. Got a few overwintering onions in here. They're probably getting a bit warm in this sun. I've kept them under protection all winter because it's just so cold up here. So that's that bit. Just jump over here. Got a few lambs on now, if you can see. I'll try and zoom in a bit. First lambs. Thankfully it's been dry. They don't mind the cold, but they absolutely hate it when it's wet. That's what kills them. But they don't mind it as long as it's nice and dry. They get on with it. Bit of a minefield. The place is absolutely covered in sheep doings. Look at the state of it. So I always end up coming home with my feet caked in the stuff. I'll just go over to my last bit, which is the bit where I first started off about 15 years ago. I'll just show you our pond first. We've got a bit of a river running through the field. There you go. Get plenty of trout in there and all sorts of stuff. So anyway, this is where I first started off, over here in this bit, which is totally neglected now. because it's just overgrown, because I've got my polytunnel and a bigger piece. Just let this go to waste. I still have a great greenhouse and I've chucked the odd few chilies and tomatoes in, but like I say, this is just totally neglected now. I've got a few plants, a few trees, a cherry tree and a plum tree, and I still grow my black currants and gooseberries in this sort of netted off bit. But it's amazing, if you leave stuff just for 6 months, everything, it just reverts back to wilderness, and it's just brambles take over and you're just back to square one. So it's amazing how it just takes over again. So this is my greenhouse, little greenhouse, first one I ever got. Nothing going in really. I'm just going to get some, like I say, I planted a few chilies and cucumbers and the odd tomato in here. Doesn't get much sun after about midday because there's this great big hedge behind it, sort of south facing, so, but it means it doesn't get that hot either. So that's about it, folks. That's me plot as it stands on the 1st of March. Nice and sunny. Still snow on Ingleborough. Just zoom in. So that's about it, folks. See you later.